welcome to my channel. My name is Carter or CJ. I hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, we love the same outfit and the same angle. But I I don't know. I'm not good with romance and I'm not good with reading romance things and stuff, but I wanted to do something related to it. But I wanted to reread my favorite manga series, so that's what we're gonna be doing. I don't know if to categorize it completely in a romance category, but it has romance and it's my favorite and I just adore it. And that is WOTAKOI Love is Hard for Otaku by Fujita. I love it. And I thought I would reread all of them because I have almost all volumes. And that I will also rewatch the anime because it's like just my favorite thing ever. And yeah, like I finished reading it last year. But I'm still missing volume 8. Somebody lent it to me, the volume 8, but I'm gonna get it and we're gonna reread it all. I just love it. So I wanted to like document my reaction, how I feel about it, because like yes, it's one of my favorite mangas. It's one of my favorite stories and it's one of my favorite animes. So it's gonna be probably it's gonna be a short vlog because you know they're short manga, they read quite easily and it's a short anime, but yeah, I just wanted to document my reaction to it, to reading it, one of my favorite things ever. So here I have the first volume of Wotakoi, Love is Happening Otaku. All of my mangas are in Spanish of Wotakoi. So I'm gonna start reading the first volume and yeah, I kind of will tell you how it goes. It's just a nice old, it's just a nice good old time. There's no more to it, and I just love that about this. And I love like the first pages are colored, and I have read this so many times. Like the first volume is one that I have read way too many times, but I still love it as the first time. Oh my god, so far. I just remembered that I didn't tell you what it is about. Wotaiko lives here for Nataku. We follow Narumi Momose and Fuji Hirotaka. And she is an otaku. She is a fukuyoshi, and he is an otaku. He is a gamer. So basically, it's about otakus in different fields and their lives, their love lives, and their friendships, and it's just so nice. And they are office workers, also like about their work life. And yeah, I just adore it so much. And we follow for no four, five, six, five different types of otaku. Yeah, I'm just and I already having so many memories because the first time that I came in touch with WOTAKOI watched the anime in 2018 when it came out. I was in peak being a super fan of BL. Like BL was my everything. I still like BL. I don't read as many manga that are like yaoi anymore. I read some like occasionally, but not as much as I used to. I do watch a lot of BL, drama BL, because like but back then I was in my peak. Like I was not gonna say obsessed, but like it was intense. It was intense. So I could really identify with Momose because I was like yes, and I really wanted friends who had like the same interests as me, but I didn't found them. Let's continue reading. Like, I'm just the beginning. They're already dating. Is this a spoiler? It's not a. It's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. It's so funny. I love the drawing. I don't know if you can see it. I love the drawing. It's like, ah! It gives me everything. This manga gives me everything I need and more. This guy. And I love like the little illustrations that it has like on here. Ugh. I love the whole like comparison with the Otome games because like I get it. Everything I know about dating is from video games, media, movies, manga. So like I get it. I totally get it. Ah! And okay, again, I feel like this is a perfect manga for. I don't want to say otaku, but at least people who enjoy video games or mangas because like the references, like look, this looks like a video game scene. I'm like, I love it. And also like in the titles, like in here in some scenes, I remember it has names of video games, mangas, anime. It's like good. Ah! This is what I look in like a romance like thing. I don't know. It just made me happy, please. And I love this one. They exchange glasses and like you see Kobahagi and Hirotaka like here like look they can't see without glasses. That's me. I mean, I see more than before. Like before, without glasses, I was at a loss. Now I do see. If I take them off, I can see. Can I read? Manga, yeah. Books, only like this. So, glasses. Also, I feel like even if you're not an otaku, you could enjoy it because, um, like they explain a little bit about like being otaku and you kind of get a glimpse of what it is, you know. So like, mm. But I'm like about to finish the first volume of WOTAKOI, and like just the interactions between Narumi and Hirotaka, they're the most wholesome, beautiful ones that I have seen, and I just love it because like, is this a spoiler? I don't know, but like Naru thinks that Hirotaka is with her because they both are otaku, but Hirotaka is like, I'm not with you because you're otaku. Like I'm with you because I like you a lot because I love seeing you doing what makes you happy. And like it's so cool and so cute because like there you go. That's what I wanted to say. Also, I love the humor in this, and I love the back and forward like the characters have, and like how it goes from like a very emotional moment to a funny with humor moment, and like I just love it so much, and I'm glad I'm doing this reread because I'm definitely getting more details this time than the first time I read it. Also, I am definitely way more otaku than the first time I read it because I have been watching anime for like a year and a half back then. And now I'm not gonna say how many anime I watch. But yeah, I'm just about to finish it and I'm just so happy. I really need to go to sleep because I need to wake up in 3 hours. Yeah. Super quick update. I finished reading the first volume of WOTAKOI, rereading it, and I love it. I How many times can I say that I love it? Way too many. It was so beautiful. The last panel, um, I love it. I love when they both are laughing and they're looking at each other and they're smiling, and it's so good and so wholesome. Like, I adore it. Now I am in volume two already. I just I wish like I will finish this soon because like it's so good. Um, yeah, in this second volume, we got introduced to Now, which is Nifuji, which is Hirotaka's brother. This is not a spoiler, like you can see the promo, like you'll see three couples. One of them is Hirotaka's brother, and it's so cute. Like I just love how Now gets introduced to the friend group, and the reaction when they realize Now is not an otaku is like, again, the interactions are so nice. Like I just love the banter between the two couples, and I just love the whole system and dynamic between the two couples are so different. Like we see how Koyanagi and Kabakura are, and how Hirotaka and Mose are, and they're so different, but it's so lovely. Like they can still be friends because of their taste in common. And like, yes, yes, love it. Oh, look, you see this part? You see this part? Like, Narumi has been down all day and nobody knows why. And Hirotaka is like, please don't smile to me out of courtesy. Like, be honest with me, be real with me. You don't have to pretend to be fine in front of me. And I'm melting. Also, it doesn't help that somebody did a thread on Twitter where they compare Hirotaka to Wonu from the group 17, and that's the only thing I see. Like I see Hirotaka, I see Wonu, and that's not good. um yeah. Oh yeah, you might see me mention 17 a lot, even when they have nothing to do in there because my brain is like 90% 17. So yes. Hey, so how many random places around my house can I film? um this. Don't mind the Christmas decorations, they will come down eventually. Yeah, so I'm still reading WOTAKOI. Again, as always, I'm loving it. I'm so happy. If you're wondering why do I have blue on my eyes, because today is Kara's day. Kara is a fandom of the K-pop group 17. They had a live today for it, and I'm like, I'm gonna wear pink and blue just because those are the colors, and yes. I just find it so cute because like in here there's like a typhoon I think, and I'm sorry, I'm reading in Spanish, that's why like sometimes I don't know what words to use. um a typhoon, and Hirotaka like gets scared by lightning, and like it acts like nothing. But like it's so funny because like the illustration is this one in the bottom, like his soul leaving his body and he being super startled for acting like nothing. I just love it. This part, he's like, why he has fear of like storms and stuff like that is because like when he plays video games, the light goes out and he can't save the progress of the game, and I can finally relate to that. The other day I was playing and suddenly like there was like a short circuit on my computer and like everything turned off, and I was like in the middle of my game, and I was like, I don't want to experience that again. So I get him, and it's kind of funny because like again, different types of otaku. Kobayagi, yes. She doesn't play video games, so she can't relate to the pain, but the rest do, and you're like, no. Again, I love it. Hello. So let's do a short update because it's been a couple days and I have read a bit, but not that many, but not that much. And I finished volume 3 of WOTAKOI. Again, I love it. In this one, we saw Hirotaka and Narumi have a date, like a normal couple date without doing otaku stuff in a way. And it was very interesting. And also, with that, they learned more about the relationship, how they can lead on their relationship. So it's their own, like they don't have to try to imitate others, you know. I just loved it. And we have the first appearance of Ko, um the first interaction between Ko and Nao, and I love it. And I wanted to show you some scenes that I really enjoy from this volume. Here, when they're talking about their girlfriends, and like when they refer to Hirotaka as Narumi's boyfriend, and look at his face, he's so cute. This one brought me so many memories because the group of friends goes to animate, where they sell manga and all the stuff. And here, Naru is like the expert, the yaoi expert, and recommends to Hana to like all of these different volumes and stuff. And it threw me back. When I first read it, I used to be like really into BL, and I used to read a lot of manga and manga, BL manga and manga. And yeah, I used to have recommendations for all of like who would ask me, and oh my god, that took me back so much because I could identify a lot with Naru at the time. Now I don't. I don't read as much BL manga or manga as I would like to, just because now I find it really hard to find one that like catch my eye. I watch more BL in drama, but yeah, like I'm like, oh, so nostalgic, but like, oh, I just love it so much. Here, the first like when Nao asks Go if they can be friends, and like yeah, I just love how their friendship and how their relationship starts, because they're very different, but like how they understand each other in their own way, little by little, and this is the start of it all. So good. I love it. That was volume 3, and I love it so much. And I just started volume 4, like I'm more than halfway there. And we already had Kabakura's and Koyanagi background story, like how they met, and like we kind of see the dynamics that they still have as a couple. They had it back then and now they still have it, and we kind of see more of how they are as a couple, and I really like that. Like it's really cute, and like about their taste, about everything, and how also seeing the relationship that Hirotaka and Naru bring some changes in the relationship, but positive ones. Yeah, I just really like that. Oh yeah, we also got now learning how to play video games with Cole, and that's like so cute because Cole has so much patience for him, something that Hirotaka has never had, and like really funny. And my favorite, this still is one of my favorite parts of WOTAKOI, and is Hirotaka without glasses, because I could relate to it so much. Back when I read it, I hadn't had LASIK, so my sight was worse. You wear glasses, I know, but I can actually see without my glasses. I can't read because the words get kind of blurry, but before I was Hirotaka, I literally couldn't see anything without my glasses. Like that blur, that's how everyone saw, that's how everyone looked to me, or worse. So I really like this arc because it's like Hirotaka without glasses, and how somehow the only person that he can perceive is Narumi. Oh, is it kind of cliche? I don't care, but I love it. because I'm about to finish volume 5, the fifth volume of WOTAKOI. I don't know if I film one for volume 4, but if not, I will film it later on. But I'm about to finish it, and I love it. We see more of the development of the different relationships, especially now and Ko. We see a misunderstanding happen, but then getting solved because of communication. Thank you. They put miscommunication in here, but it gets solved when they talk. So I'm like, yes, thank you for that, Fujita. I love it. It's so I just love because Go not starts changing, but interacting with other people and finding people who you can be yourself and who you can be comfortable with is really nice. It's something that I am experiencing recently, and I love it so much. And just now also, like he's this, like we see him usually as this like laid back uh guy, but we start seeing more of his emotions in here, and I love that. We also have Naru and Hana um doing her cosplay together, their cosplay, oh, which is so nice. And I'm like, oh, I love the bond that they have as friends, and it's so good. For some pages that I like, this one, Kawakura and Hirotaka, we also see Hirotaka changing in a way, and like he says, like, I'm able to change because of the people that are giving me this chance. And it's like, and look at this panel, like, Hirotaka gets in that mode, and I'm like, I can't, like, look at this, like, same Naru, same. This part was so funny because it's Narumi entering the world cosplay. I'm saying that don't do this to me, Hana, because I'm an otaku, and if I get a new hobby, I'm gonna go all in. And it's gonna become like my new like thing. And I can totally get that. I'm always been a fan of things now, but I used to only watch anime, and then I started watching seasonal anime, which was crazy. And then I started reading manga, and then I started reading webtoons, and then I started watching K dramas, and then I started watching dramas in general. And I mean, in K-pop, I was already into K-pop, but then I became a collector, and then photocars, and I'm also a reader. So yes, um, I can totally get that. Something that starts like a hobby, it ended up taking over my life, and I'm like, Naru, I feel you. And yeah, so again, I don't think I have said it, but all of the Wotakoi volumes are 5 stars out of 5 stars. I don't think I have been saying it, but they're definitely 5 stars. I love it so much. Like, I just have such a good time reading it. It's one of my favorite stories. And yeah, so I'll see you when I'm in volume 6. Bye. Hey, so another update. I went outside. It was my mom's birthday, so yes. But okay, so I finished already volume 6 and volume 7 from Wotakoi, and of course I loved it. So volume 6, we see a job trip that they do, and we can see the road of Hirotaka, and we can see how Narumi is so happy with it, because Hirotaka starts interacting more with his co-workers, because as we know, he has his video games, and few people around his life, and that's okay for him. But now he's interacting with his co-workers. That's pretty cool to see, but also, like, even though Narumi is so happy that Hirotaka is making friends, she feels, the emptiness of him not being around her um all the time, and like they both feel that separation. And even though they're in the same place, them not interacting, like, it really pains them. And I'm like, that's so sweet. Also, something that I loved about Wotakoi that I had forgotten is that the side characters, like the background characters, actually have like a presence, they get introduced here. So Hirotaka co-workers, which are Aiba and Baba, and also Chiba, which is Narumi and Hana co-worker. Like these three side characters, like they get introduced, and as like the rest of the manga goes on, they have like a bit of like protagonism, and they have like an identity, and they do like apport something to like the story, and I love that. Like I really like that. I'm like, even like the side characters like are memorable in a way, and I really love that. This episode I found so cute because we could see uh like how Kabakura really is, and like how he cares about others a lot even though he has a scary face, how he cares about others a lot, and he could make like little like sacrifices and little um concessions, so like others can be happy, others can protect a secret or something like that. And I just really liked it. If I keep watching like another point that is not a camera, I'm still not used to filming. I apologize for that. And like, look at this. Look at this panel. Look, it's, look at how they look at each other. Like it's so beautiful. And of course they don't go like, oh I miss you. Like no, they just like play it out like a joke and all this stuff. But like they both know they missed each other so much. And I love it. That was volume 6. Again, 10 out of 10. I adore it. Now let's go with volume 7, which, like, yes. In this one, we see how Go is like it starts interacting with the group. So with Hirotaka, Naru, with Hana and Kabakura, they start interacting first with a video game. I think they went to the arcade. I don't know if it's in this volume, but they go to the arcade. So like she's starting to interact more with them, and also she started to interact with now, of course. Um, I really like seeing that. But here, this is what I think this is one of my favorite like episodes, which is like we see the inner thoughts of Hirotaka and how can like his inner monologue, and no one can like interpret it because he usually looks very cold on the outside, but he's a very expressive guy and a very emotional guy. But the only person who can see all of his expressions is Narumi. And I'm like, because he thinks she doesn't get it. But like here, he's like, "Is it possible that Naomi can see my monologues?" And like because something happens, something says, and she's like, "You don't have to be so mad about it." And he's like, "Wait a second, how does she know?" And I'm like, "She just knows." Sorry, can you tell that I love this so much? Like one of the wonders of translation. I don't know how is it in English, original Japanese. I can have an idea. Because like look at this. I love this. They're talking about nicknames and what nickname is gonna be, Ko's nickname. So now says, I'm gonna call you Cosita. And I just love it because it's endearing. El itodita in Spanish, we use it to like a diminutive. So the fact that cosita is like co and cita, to like cosita could also be from thing. So cosa, cosita, and you say cosita to someone who is really cute. Ah, cosita, in like very cute, lovely way. So I hope that makes sense. So I really love it because they play with her name, so co with a K. So they put it like cosita, like cosa thing, cute. That I hope that makes sense. But I love that. Wonders of translating. And also in here, we get the kind of like what gives food to like the rest volumes. I mean, this whole block is a spoiler. I'm pretty sure about that. But like how Kawakura proposes to Koya Nai. I was gonna give you this ring when I stop making you cry. That's not real. That's And then we move on to volume 8. Again, volume 7, 10 out of 10. Volume 8, I should have brought it with me. I'm almost finished volume 8 and I'm loving it so much because we're seeing a new facet of Ko. Ko interacts with Narumi and Hana, and I just, I will do another clip for volume 8, but I'm just loving it so much. And also, I know I already mentioned it, but I can't stop relating Hirotaka things that he does with Wanu from 17 because he's him. So there you go. I'll see another clip. So, quick update because it's quite late and I should be sleeping, but I finished volume 8 as I already have told you in the previous clip, and I loved it so much. In here, as we can see, like the main story that follows this volume is now and Cole, and I just so oh, they're so wholesome. They're so nice. It starts with this gender bend like fantasy, and I loved it. Like, yes. Um, Also, Hirokataka trying contact lenses and then taking them off like super quick. Me, I did try wearing contact lenses before I got LASIK, and no, they weren't for me. I suffered. I couldn't, like, no. I rather wore like my glasses. Kawakura trying to tell his co-workers about his wedding, and I like it. I don't think I'm making any sense because I'm sleepy, but then we have here like interactions between Cole and Narumi and Hana, and I just love it because she's trying to dress differently and change the style, and they help her a lot in that. And they're one of my favorite moments. Like, Hirotaka is too engulfed in video games, so Narumi is trying to distract him, and she does this. And then when you think that Hirotaka doesn't care, he does it. Like, look, don't leave Narumi. And like his face, like, how am I supposed to focus after you do all that? Like, you did all that. Amazing. Look at that. Look at that. I just love their relationship so much. And here we have, Nao's friends helping them to be like to them to be together, and I just loved it. We have Kamakura and his, imagination, evil and bad, and we have, oh my god, like, I think so much Fujita for giving us Hirotaka in this form, like Demon King Hirotaka. Mm. I now need Wano from 17 to cosplay this. Exactly this. I'm sorry, I just can't not relate the two of them. And then we have this, which is like Ko and Hirotaka together, which it was so nice to see them together. And this part, when Hirotaka tells her, "Thank you for liking Ko that much," which I feel it will like for loving Ko that much, but it's so strong. Like, they love each other and he's so cute. And then Nao and Ko go together. Ko dressed like this, like in the cover, and he's so nice. And then the ending. Should I show you the ending of this volume? I won't show you the ending of this volume, but I was like, and then if you have read this, you know. And I'm like, why would you live like that? So again, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We saw a lot of development in all of the characters, in all of the couples, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, I'm excited because volume 9, as the cover says it, we have the wedding. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I'll see you when I finish volume 9. Hi, me in this angle again. So I thought I would give my last thoughts on the last volumes of WOTAKOI. I won't get to it deep because I actually already filmed this clip, but I didn't like it, and I won't get it too deep for these 3 volumes. But I will show you some of my favorite moments. Again,
volume 9, we see the wedding of Kabakura and Koyanagi, and how, how they plan the wedding, and kind of like their relationship when this event is going to happen. We see more of Hirotaka and Narumi's relationship escalating, a little bit of their dynamics, how it can be um, silly, but it also can be really emotional. We see more of now and Ko, and how Ko feelings starts to, he starts to try and understand his feelings towards Ko a little bit more. And we also see Ko, not knowing what to do with her feelings, not knowing how to express them, because she finally has made a friend and she doesn't want to lose that, because she really cares for now. And of course, the wedding. It was so cute. Like, the wedding was so nice, and look at this. It was beautiful. It was everything I wanted, and 10 out of 10, of course. Now, volume 10, this is where most of the stories start like tying up. So in the last volume, we just have like just little like epilogues of every single couple. So here, as the cover says, now and Ko like solve their, not solve their emotions, but they do have a talk, and they do start dating. And I just think it's the most beautiful, because it's so emotional. That whole arc of them getting together is the most emotional thing I ever read. I don't know if it's because I couldn't identify with Ko in some stuff, but I do cry a lot. And when now tells her, I wanna be your boyfriend. And then all of the worries that start like invading Ko's mind, but at the end, just it was literally one of the highlights of the manga. But we also see um, the pandemic represented, how we couldn't see our friends, but we see them over video call, and we have a little story about that, and that took me back, because yep, that was something that happened, and now it is on the media that we consume. What else? What else? It was mainly that, again, Koyanagi and Kawakura moments, um, wrapping up everything for the last volume. Which is the most cute thing, because we have a story in color of them when they were little kids, and we have how the perspective of Hirotaka on how his relationship with Narumi started. So like some scenes for the first volume through the eyes of Hirotaka, and I just think that is so important, because we can see the thoughts that were going through his head when all this was happening, and how he was feeling about it. And I just thought that was really beautiful, because he also got to break through some stuff while meeting Naru, and I love it so much. And then we see a fight between Hirotaka and Narumi, because Narumi is an otaku, but it's not openly otaku. Like, she doesn't go and say, "Hey, I'm otaku," or like, "Hey, I love Fukuyoshi." No, because she has been judged before, and she has been, um, mocked, or her relationships had been over because she is an otaku. So of course she's scared to say to people, "Hey, I'm an otaku." But so she was complaining about this to Hirotaka, and their opinions clash, and he was like, "I wish you could tell people you're an otaku and that we are a couple." And they had the first fight, because Hirotaka is trying to understand Narumi, but then they fight, and Narumi throws a pillow at him and their faces, because she did it in a sport of emotion. But of course, she didn't mean to hurt him, but it did. And wow. And it was like, oh my god. But eventually, they talk it out, and they try to understand each other's points of view. Like Narumi is like, okay, now I see why Hirotaka thinks that way, and Hirotaka is okay, and now I see why Narumi thinks this way, and they just ended up supporting each other, which is such an important and beautiful thing. And at the end, Naru ends up telling her co-workers that she's an otaku, and they took it so nice and fine because it's okay, it's just a hobby, and they're very understanding with her. And I just really like that much. And all of that was possible because Narumi got a support system, a group of people that enjoy the same things as her. And I just really like that. And I also got so emotional because I could relate to Naru to an extent. I'm an otaku. I love watching dramas. I love reading books. I'm a fan of so many stuff. I am a K-pop stan. So like, of course, I don't think it happens that often nowadays, but still, if you are open about it, people might judge you, people might see you bad, you might lose friendships, or you might not get friendships because of it, which is really ridiculous, but you will find the people who understands you. And I think that's like cool. And yes, and eventually tells everyone that she's dating Hirotaka, and everyone's like, oh, even him is like, what? And yeah, I like it. And we have the last reunion with the friend group, and we get this beautiful frame. I want to paste this illustration in my wall and have it like an exhibition because it's the most beautiful thing ever. And like, look at it's so perfect. I love it. And yes, and we have after that we have a little bit of the future of the couples, even the side characters. We get to see more of the side characters like Aiba, Baba, Chiba, and I love that about this um, manga, that we got a little bit. We got to interact with the side characters, and we got to like the side characters. So I really like it. And now's friends also. So Ken and Yo, yes. So we get a little bit of an epilogue for every couple that I'm not gonna say what it's about. You have to read them, but it's just the perfect ending. And we have like even like a little vignette of more of the future of the couples, and that is how it ends. Yes. Now I will insert a little clip of me rewatching the anime and thoughts about that. Well, the animation is not what I remember. It's really not that good, but it's not bad. Like the whole manga is adapted really well, but I did not remember the animation being that being not so good. So yeah, but still I enjoy it. Can we ignore that I clicked the wrong episode and I was watching episode 2? But yes. Yeah, this is the end of my WOTAKOI blog. It took me, I think, a month or a little bit over a month, but I'm happy I did this rereading because it's a story that it makes me so happy, and it still makes me so happy. And it's a 10 out of 10, as you can tell. And yeah, so without much further ado, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If anyone is watching this and you have read WOTAKOI, let me know your thoughts. If you haven't, would you read it? And if you have watched the anime, also let me know. And yes, I will see you in another video. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.